Okay, we are live, you guys. Hello, hello. James is searching through drawers. Mom is chopping. We are ready to rock. Oh, I forgot to put this other picture over there for the glare. Okay, I'll do that in 1 second. Awesome. Oh, I hope that everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, whether you were home alone, if you were on Zoom, if you were with some family and friends, wherever you were, whatever you did. I hope that you allow yourself an opportunity to just take a deep breath and enjoy the moment as the days go by. That is, right.
Whoa.
Hey ladies, good to see you. All right, so we're live and we're ready to rock. Today we're going to be doing chili. So Chef Cindy is busy chopping up some garlic.
Oh, wait, I got to get rid of this.
Oh yeah, she went to the grocery store. She's wearing her mask.
Okay, always wear your mask when you go out. I wear it because I care about you. And
we care about you.
Yeah, we care about you. So I'm over here, I'm chopping 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to make a chili today, but we're also going to be doing the toasted garbanzo beans. And we're making polenta. So so much stuff happening at the same time. All right, so I've got 4 cups of hot water to 1 cup of polenta. So I'm putting that in there. I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm making what I call creamy polenta. So I'm going to let it come to a boil. I'm also going to toast off my garbanzo beans while I'm making the chili. So I got all this stuff going on at the same time. So I'm going to put a little bit of spray here.
Need help?
I'm going to have you stir this up. Let's move this. I'm going to have you stir this polenta for me. Okay?
What's polenta?
Polenta is cornmeal. Isn't that cool? Okay. So what you do is you just put, okay, you're going to be stirring. So he's making creamy polenta. So the longer you cook the polenta, the more it cracks open and becomes real soft, and it gets kind of lightens up. So it takes about a half an hour to 40 minutes to cook a really creamy polenta. I started off with boiling water to begin with, so I think we'll be able to have this ready for you, Rose, by lunchtime, by noon. But we're also going to make a real quick chili. So I've got my so I'm going to start off, and we're going to do real simple. What kind of spices?
Should I come over here?
What kind of spices, Rosie, would you like on your garbanzo beans? What are you in the mood for today?
Oh,
not turkey.
Not turkey. No. You tell me.
Yeah, we're done with turkey for today.
So do you want some of this Montreal pepper?
No.
Do you want some cayenne pepper? Want some
The Montreal spice stuff is what I put on the zucchini.
No, I liked it when you did the toasted sesame seeds. I think that was right. I think that was what you did last time.
And that's what's they're so versatile. So I've got these everything bagels.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
So I've got a little salt. I've got everything bagel here. And I'm putting that on there. How about a little garlic? You want a little garlic?
There's garlic in there.
Dill?
No.
Onion powder?
No.
Anything? Nope.
Mom, this has everything, literally. Sesame, salt, garlic, onion.
All right. So now I'm going to
all
put these
good.
in here. Okay, and these were drying overnight. So you can see they cracked a little bit. So I'm going to take them. Sorry for the sound. Sorry.
You want to?
Chef's I'll just go like this.
How about this?
Chefs like to move it around, bro. She's cramping my style here. Okay. So I'm just gonna let these toast up. Okay. I'm gonna turn it on like a medium heat, and they are gonna get way crispy. They're so delish. A little cayenne, maybe?
Mm-mm.
No? girl.
This is how you did it. That was that first time,
I
right?
know, but you know me, I forget, and then I'm constantly creating and changing.
That's
Okay.
a real chef. It's never the same.
Never,
We're like, oh my God, what did you do?
never the
How
same.
did you cook that? No idea.
No
That happened
idea.
to me.
Yeah,
And
totally.
that's-
Every time I
Yep.
do it,
So now I'm turning it down. Come over here so you can see my creamy
Oh,
polenta.
okay.
my cream.
So, his creamy
Oh,
polenta.
James, look at
Okay, he's
you.
got it going on.
Awesome. Keep stirring, babe. It's
It
gonna be a
looks like
while.
Applesauce.
Yep.
We have
then
to stir this for
okay.
a while.
So what we're gonna do over
Yep.
here is I've got my garlic chopped like this. No, I don't like it, it doesn't have to be minced, just small, because I'm gonna caramelize that. And then I've got my onion, and I'm gonna take it, and do you see how I hold it like this? I'm always keeping my thumb back. And it's kind of, not too small, not too big. So I'm gonna take this over and we're gonna caramelize it together.
Is it getting kind of thick?
Yeah.
That's what we want. The polenta's getting thick.
It's feeling like mashed potatoes.
It's feeling like mashed potato. Yeah, keep telling us what it's feeling like. And you know what's interesting? And I tell people this all the time.
It is like a hot applesauce.
Your spoon, can you bring that up?
Yeah.
See this? And this knife here? What they are is an extension of yourself. And you'll be able to feel it. Like when I'm chopping, it's like I feel how things are. I don't know if I'm saying this right. You can feel it right through here. Like James is saying, this is feeling like it's stiff. It's getting stiffer because you're doing the resistance. Watch out. Okay. Watch out. That's good. You can just leave it. Yeah, I gotta watch out.
Oh yeah, it pops.
It pops. You gotta be careful with the polenta because it pops.
it like this.
So what I'm doing now
And it won't bother me.
is I'm feeling, and I can feel that these onions and garlic are tough. They're tough. But I will also be able to feel when it's soft, just like when in the pie, we were baking the pumpkin pie yesterday, and you shake it, or you can just tap the top and you can feel it's firm, and that's when it's done.
Oh,
And the same thing, yes.
by the way, if you're dairy free, the pie was dairy free, and it still tasted delicious. Ah, God, I spilled it on myself. It still tastes delicious.
Okay, yes, it did.
And gluten free.
And gluten free. So I want to, James is going to be doing something for me in a second. I bought something at the grocery store and I wanted him to make it for me. Now these are still toasting. Oh, look at that, Rose. My garbanzo beans are toasting up so nicely. Ooh, they're gonna be
We got him a
nice.
shield.
I got him a shield.
You like that?
Oh, there you go. I like that. That's perfect. That's perfect. So what's going to happen, we left the lid off and he is slowly, now you put it on low and you got to keep stirring it and the water is going to reduce, but also the water is going to soften and really make that kind of creamy because it's a grain, just like when you do steel cut oats. In the beginning, it's real tough, but then if you cook it a long time with water, you start off with a lot of water. As it reduces, it makes it very soft and it becomes creamy. So that's what we're doing. That's what we call this creamy polenta. It's not that it has any butter or chicken stock or anything in it. What you want the water is to be kind of just a little bit of salt in the water. You should be able to taste the salt, but not too much. And then that as it cracks open, it becomes, it brightens up in color. I know.
No, that's, I was actually thinking that's what you do with your oats.
Yeah. With my oats.
Yeah, what we'll have to show them. We forgot to show them your breakfast, your
I'll
oat
make
breakfast.
my breakfast.
Yeah,
I'll make my
cool.
breakfast for you. Okay, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit and I can feel, I'm going to put the lid on here because I want the moisture. Okay, so I'm going to let this for a second and then we're going to make my breakfast together. So can you get the stuff out for my breakfast? Seeds and the yogurt.
Is
I-
creamy enough?
This is, let me see, is this creamy enough? And this is what's happening. It's looking like almost like porridge. I don't know if you can see this. It's beginning to look like porridge and it's starting to get a brighter color. So if it gets too thick, just add more water. And right at the end, like in a half an hour, if you want to add some Parmesan cheese to it, you want to add some butter to it, you want to add some cream to it, it's very versatile and you can add what you'd like to it. So James now is going to put the lid on. Hold up, go ahead, put the lid on. Very good. And then about every like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just stir it up. Okay, so that's how you make creamy polenta. This is how you toast these. I don't know if you can see they're brown and, wow, looks good. Delicious. Oh, and they're so crispy. They are so crispy on the outside. And that's how I like them. I like them crispy on the outside and just a little give on the inside. Delicious. Okay. So this is, oh, I can just, oh, I wish you could smell the garlic and the onions. It's probably one of my favorite smells. Okay, can you smell it? Okay, so then I'm going to drop 1 pound of ground beef in here. You can do ground beef or ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever you like. Because we're making chili. We're making chili today. All right, so I went to Whole Foods. I got this fresh. It's all grass fed. Okay, so I'm going to break this up. It's 1 pound. And then I got 1 can of garbanzo beans, 1 can of kidney beans, and 1 can of black beans. And we've already drained them and washed them off like we did with the garbanzo beans. You can also soak your beans overnight and do it yourself and then just cook them for like a half an hour so they get tender and then drain them. But it depends on how much time you have. But I got the organic beans at Whole Foods. It's 99 cents a can and I bought extra cans. And I try to do things, I try to buy things that are grass-fed, organic, because this is my family. And I want to make sure I take good care of them and give them things that are environmentally safe, that have been grown sustainably and with thought. And if that costs a little bit more money, I'm okay with that. But at Whole Foods, the organic beans, like I said, were 99 cents. And yeah, but you stress out about it if you can't get organic? No. But if there's an option and it's fair, you know, I don't see why organic or growing things sustainably should be so much more expensive. Because if they're, well, it's not subsidized, exactly. So when they don't do it properly, the cost is either in the front or it's at the end. So if you can't recycle it, there's a cost to haul it away. If you take the time and you use sustainable products you start off with sustainable, you don't have to pay at the end for the price. So I think it's more expensive not to have organic and sustainable and things, you know, moving from plastic to paper. Okay, so my meat is almost done here. So what we've got going so far is onion, garlic, no seasonings yet, and the ground beef. Now I'm going to add the seasoning. And I'll bring this over.
So you don't want to brown the meat all the way first?
Oh, I'm going to let it cut. Yeah, yeah, you can, you know.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
You don't have to let it go all the way. No,
I know your son is very adamant about that.
My son is adamant about a lot.
That's true.
I should have said that.
No, he's very particular about his life.
Yes, that is good. I, on the other hand, I'm a little looser here. Okay, but my son is like a great cook.
Yeah, that's true.
He's so good.
Ridiculous.
So it calls for 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in those because it's not enough. I don't think it's enough. So I'm gonna say 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. And then we're gonna adjust, all right? And then just a little bit of heat. And then I'm gonna do.
Yeah, babe, it's called condensation.
Just adjust the seasonings to what you want, what you like. I was looking for a color, and 1 tablespoon didn't look like it was going to give me enough color. You can also chop up zucchini and carrot and diced in little small pieces and put in here if you want to make it vegetarian, not vegetarian, but with more vegetables in it. Oh, man, this is looking good. Looking good. Oh, Rose, that smells so good. Okay.
I was just looking in your cookbook to see what page
So here's my beans. So I put my beans in.
Yep. So that's a can of garbanzo, a can of black beans, and a can of kidney beans. We just rinsed them, popped them in there.
And you know, you can use that Impossible beef instead of the ground beef in here. That would be great too.
Mm-hmm. You don't need it all.
You don't need meat.
So I have, just looking at what page, it says 160. Oh yeah. In the cookbook that you guys can get PDF for free when you go into the topics for free cookbook, the vegetarian chili recipe is on there on page 160. That's the same one that they have at the Sunrise Bistro. Her restaurant is really good.
Okay, so I've taken 1 can of organic tomato paste. Like I said, I try to use organic and then I rinse everything out, take off the peel and recycle. Recycle. And then 1 jar of just tomato sauce or crushed tomatoes. Can you give me rinse this out with half water, like this much water? And then I just take about a cup of water and I add it to here. This is looking good, Rose. Spinach is another thing that'd be great in here. I've got some frozen. You want to put the frozen spinach in here, Rose? Are you good with that or no?
No, because it makes it really hard to like measure my veggies when all of that's going on. So I like to keep my veggies separate.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
You know, it's already like
Me, I'm adding everything.
Yeah, well, because you're not eating it.
Okay, so here we go. So these are done. This chili, all it needs to do is just simmer for about 20 minutes, which would be awesome. And I think our creamy polenta, you want to stir that and see what that looks like? Okay, look at that. That's our chili. Looks fabulous. Oh, look at that creamy polenta. It's thick. See how white it is now? Mm-hmm. It'll get real white. It starts out like real yellow, the polenta, and then as we need to get a better camera, Rose.
Yeah.
So that you guys can see better. Okay, chili's done. I'm gonna let all of the herbs and spices kind of marry together. And this is it. This is a done deal. Simple, simple. Serve it over the polenta. We've got all those veggies that are left over from the last couple of days. You can have your veggies on the side.
Cool. Let's go
Over
do
your
your breakfast. I
polenta.
think this looks good. It can sit for a little bit, right?
It's gonna sit. So I'm just gonna put the lid on here, turn it on medium low,
Awesome.
and we're done. And look at this. Oh yeah, these, and feel those. You wanna feel it?
Yeah.
Can I feel it?
Perfect.
Crunchy,
Yeah, this is gonna be
crunchy.
Wait,
crunchy.
can
Oh,
I
so
feel
good.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
babe.
on over. Come on over and feel it. Grandson wants to
Oh,
feel
you want
it.
to open up the chili just so that we can see real quick
Oh,
with
yeah.
a little better? Yeah.
Like I said, you could throw spinach in there if you want, or any kind of veggies, just chopped up real small. And these are crunchy, They are
Perfect.
so crunchy and perfect. With a, you want to taste this, James?
Sure.
Okay, just grab one out of there. Can you grab one?
No, I don't have this kind of hands.
That's wonderful. You got it, babe?
All right. So
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of hot.
Little
Okay,
bit
I
hot?
need to cool that down.
Okay, all right. He's gonna cool it down. You let us know. All right, so let me grab
Okay.
this. I'm gonna come over here and we'll do your breakfast, Mom. Oh, you ready? Oh, here. Wait, where are you? Is it chewy or crunchy, or a little bit of both?
Both.
A little bit of both.
That's what we
Cool.
want. Isn't it
So what I would
Chewy on the
do,
outside, chewy on the inside.
Yeah, that's
crunchy on the
exactly
outside,
what
chewy
we
on the
wanted.
inside.
Yes.
So what I
that's
would
it.
do with that is, because it's like so dried out, I wouldn't do a full 6 ounces for my protein. I would probably cut that in half and do 3. If it's the ones that you get from the store that are like really, really crispy, totally crunchy, there's no like real moisture in there. Or if you do them in the oven on slow roast, like what, 250 for like an hour, you can do that and it really dries it out. Then I would do 2 ounces, as that would be a serving of protein. And then for the chili, what I would do for the chili, because it's got meat and beans. So for a serving of beans, it's 6 ounces. And for a serving of meat, it's 4 ounces. And then we can do 2 ounces of the tomato sauce as a condiment, right? So I would kind of do, like, so half meat, so that would be 2, half beans, so that would be +3, and then 2 ounces of the tomato sauce as a condiment. So that would be what? 2, that would be 7. So I would do about 7, maybe 8 ounces of that chili on top of whatever your veggies are. And then you get to add your fat and it's going to be awesome. And that's going to be my lunch. All right.
Maybe just do a cup. Is that 8 ounces? Whatever a cup is? No. 7, 8, 10.
Okay. So here's Cindy with her breakfast that we are long awaited. She found a new, yes, son, do you have a question?
No, this is my nail polish.
You're just sharing. Okay, thanks.
Well, my nail polish is
Okay.
Okay, it's actually kind of hard with a glare behind. Can we maybe move down there?
Can we go this way? Can you
Oh,
go this way?
sideways? Okay, I like your style. We're gonna go sideways.
Sideways or the other side? Sideways. Oh,
Yep.
sideways is good. Okay, I'm always sideways anyway. Okay. So I think this is good. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I did something.
Whoops. Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that's good. All right. So what I have here is a cashew milk yogurt. You can see that. And then to that, I added some coconut milk. So I thinned it out.
Yeah, that
Because I
leftover
just,
from yesterday.
we
right?
had
Yeah.
coconut milk left over from yesterday.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of in here, not in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh out 8 ounces of this. And it looks really thin. See how it's kind of thin. The yogurt itself was thicker, but I didn't want to waste the coconut milk. So I got my 8 ounces, but it's like, yeah, that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. What I do is I take chia seeds, and also ground hemp seed, because hemp seed is real high in protein, kind of a vegetable protein that's really good for you. So I take that and I'm going to mix it together in here. I'm going to stir it up. And that chia seed is going to thicken this up, which is kind of awesome. And I'm going to let it sit overnight. So I want a little bit of sweet. Can I have a banana, Rose, from behind you?
a less ripe one.
Yeah.
Wait, what are those
Okay.
called again?
So
Banana?
I'm going to take about 3 ounces. I have 6 ounces of fruit, or 1 piece, but I'm going to take 3 ounces of the banana and I'm going to pop it in here. That's going to add a little flavor, a little sugar, a little sweetness to this. Okay. So I have about 3 ounces of this. And then I'm going to put in blackberries and bring it to 6 ounces. Or raspberries, or whatever, whatever berry you want to I'm just going to mix it up like this. And it's kind of, you can see it's kind of runny. I don't know if you can see. Okay, but that chia seed is going to thicken it up overnight. So my breakfast is almost done. I'm going to then take 1 ounce of rolled oats. And another tablespoon. And I mix those together. And then I put in water. And then I pop this in the oven. Doesn't matter how much water.
Microwave.
I pop it in the microwave. Sorry. Pop it in the microwave for like, 1 minute today. And then I leave it in there overnight. And in the morning, I hit for 2 minutes. Done. I pull out, I've got my breakfast real simple. I've got that sometimes, and I can do this today because it'll last a couple days anyway. So hold on.
So if you did not have a microwave or want to microwave it, could you just put the water in the oats and then put it in the fridge overnight oats?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you right now. What I do also. So if you could hand me the yogurt, this because I won't have enough. So again, I take my you can see this is the yogurt and it's a lot thicker. So I'm going to go to 8 here. Okay. So I've got 8 ounces of yogurt, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my rolled oats, my 1 ounce, and I'm going to add a little bit of warm water to that, probably like a little less than a cup, 2/3 of a cup. Because it's going to, these oats are going to absorb a lot of water. And then I take my 2 tablespoons of chia seed. Remember, I put 1 into the yogurt and I put 1 into the oats. So I'm going to do 2 because it's all going to be in the same bowl. And I've got blueberries in there. Could you give me some blueberries, Rose? So I've added this together. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my yogurt and I'm going to put the rest of this banana that's left. And this will be good for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
This will sit for 2 days. And I'm zeroing it out. And I'm putting the other half of the banana. And then I'm going to put in up to 6 ounces of blueberries. This is, wow, I love these. I love this breakfast. Either way is good. Okay. And now I'm going to take this, and you can see it's kind of absorbed.
Mm-hmm. It's already thickened
So it's
up.
already thickened up, and I'm going to add this together. And it's going to thicken up the whole thing. So if you want to use, and I'm going to stick it in the fridge. And if you want to use almond milk, or it doesn't necessarily have to be yogurt, you can use your milks, different milk, milk, or a nut milk, or almond milk. And it's real thin now, but it's going to thicken up because of the chia seeds and the flaxseed. And this is just a really high protein, vegetable protein with, your fruit and your berries and your grains and fiber. And Rose will tell you all the good stuff. I know how to cook it, and I know how to eat it and make it taste good. So here are 2 ways that I have breakfast.
Awesome.
Another thing I do sometimes for breakfast is I'll take frozen spinach and I squeeze out I defrost it overnight. I squeeze out all of the water and I'll take 3 ounces of the frozen spinach, and then I'll take 2 eggs or 4 egg whites, which are 4 ounces of egg whites either way. And I put a little onion, a little garlic. I saute it in the pan. I add the spinach to the pan, and then I'll put in my eggs and do a scramble for myself. I'm going to be taking the mushrooms and the onions, and I'll saute and put that over the top. It's delicious. And so I'll replace, instead of having my fruit, I'll have 6 ounces of veggies, and I can do that in the morning. And then on the side, I'll grill up. How much grain do you have in the morning? What would be the equivalent of the grain? Like me, I have
cooked or dry?
Yeah, I have 1 ounce of dry oatmeal. So what would that be?
That would be for like 4 ounces of potato. I have 1.5, so that would be 6 ounces.
Yeah, so it would be 4 ounces of grilled potato or brown rice on the side of that. So there's some different things that you can do, and always be thinking, what's going to help me feel good and give me the most amount of energy so that I can have the best life I can have. So that's what I try to do with my food. And I keep thinking it's alive and I want to feel alive. Okay. So thanks so much. You guys enjoy. This has been wonderful. Thank you for sharing Thanksgiving with us and our family, and enjoy. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye.
All right, honey, you gotta move, babe.
Okay.
I got a boy right in my way.
We are ready to go.
What's going on
I need
here?
some
Oh,
friends.
all righty, you guys. Hey, wonderful. Thank you, Chef Cindy. All right, I want to plate that up, and I'll send you all over a little picture of wonderful meal. So thank you. We will see you in a couple of hours at the check-in. Love ya.